Hey, component. How's it going? uh, yeah, that was the 2-hour track challenge I made on July 5th, and actually, about 5 minutes before I started that one, I started to not feel very good, and I think that kind of carried through to the music because that's not my favorite thing that I've done. But you know, that kind of thing happens with the challenges. I did that one in a FamiTracker, so which is basically like a Famicom sound chip emulator in a way. Um, and I'm doing good. Um, but you know, the big reason that I did that in FamiTracker, well, like I was already saying, I wasn't feeling that great, and with FamiTracker, I can take my laptop to my bed or something and work on a track there, which I did with this case. But the main reason that I used FamiTracker that week was because I was doing a bit of a shuffle with software on my computer, and I didn't want to use my main setup um, while everything's shuffling around. Um, so yeah, that's basically my whole story for that track. Still trying to decide on a title for that one. I'm kind of thinking I have one written down somewhere. Suggestions are always welcome, but a scattered setup is the title I was thinking there. Um, I'll finalize that and choose if I like that later. But I say scattered setup because like I was kind of uh, I was shuffling my setup and the song structure is a little bit scattered. So that said, the other thing I like to do in these premieres is show a little bit of the inner workings of how I made this, and I'm going to take a drink of water first. I guess when I say a little drink of water, that was actually a bit of a bigger drink of water. Um, so this is the third time I used a FamiTracker to make a 2-hour track challenge. And I wanted to play with the arpeggio feature a little bit. It's kind of one of the things I had in mind when I went into this. So uh, if I could stop this, that's what that sound at the beginning was. I don't remember why I wanted to do that, but I remember that I wanted to do that. um, I don't really know that I have that much to show in this one versus some of my other challenges. Done, I got some cool things to show off. Um, I find it pretty basic. You know, structure's a bit scattered. Actually, with this one, I did a lot of using the same. I think these were called frames. I can't quite remember. Uh, this may not be. This may be complete gibberish to you if you're not familiar with FamiTracker. Uh, but essentially, if I set that to 0, it's going to be the same as this since it's set to 0. That's just for the pulse 2. So if I have like a bass line that does the same thing through the whole song, I can set it to the same number all along here on. Actually, I did that here. On the triangle channel, that's where I put my bass line. It's just 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Because it's just the same thing over and over again, basically. And I went a little bit too organized. Like even the DPCM channel that I never used, it's all 0. I went over organized. Cool thing that I did in this track is this section here. I started this start up the sort of drums on the noise channel, and I wanted to do this kind of like a brush drums. like hearing some of the softer jazz stuff that I like. And I'm actually, I'm not very good at doing this sort of drum stuff in FamiTracker, but I'm pretty impressed with what I did here. That is the wrong button. Still the wrong button. There it is. A little bit faster than I was than I was aiming for, but I think it still got still kind of sounds like brush drums. I can't really hear it in the mix in these earbuds, but at my other speakers I can. And then I think the other thing that I did here was, see if I can find it. I don't remember what cue means, so I'm just going to... Oh yeah, okay, right. This part here. I was trying to do like a drum roll that starts off really really strong and then like slowly ascends in strength again. I was kind of thinking, like, if you know, I'm blanking on the title of this song, "The Golden Age" by Asteroid Galaxy Tour. Neat little song. It starts off with a kind of drum thing like that. It sounds more like an explosion in the end, and it adds to the absolutely scatterbrained song structure here, but oh yeah, there's some more arpeggios to end it off. But yeah, that's all that. I'm not seeing any other titles being suggested in chat here, so I think I'll go ahead. Sounds like Mega Man music. I can't relate. I've actually never played a Mega Man game. Although I do know the character select song. Been a while since I heard that though. What's that title I was thinking of? Oh yeah, Scattered Setup. Mega Scattered Setup. I'll call it that then. Mega Scattered Setup. There. That is now the official title. You just helped me name that component. Let me get back to display here. So this was July 5th. Fair enough. Mega Scattered Setup. Before I forget to do this again. This is kind of how I keep track of which song I need to premiere next. The ones that have titles here are ready to be premiered. And since I do these a couple weeks after I make them, I always get confused when there's something else there, and I don't remember how far back the one that I need is. So this here is for the video. So I will export that. 7. This was a 5, right? Yeah. Oh, it's right there. Close that. And I actually wanted to try something today. Normally at this point I'd I have this quick little command that is not in that folder. This one right here is an ffmpeg command, and this needs the date 2018-07-05. But essentially this puts a visualizer of the song on top of that background that I just made. And it's all based on my standard file structure that I keep all these files in. But I've been wanting to see if I can get audio in here as well, because right now this is just the video. And I was just looking at FFmpeg's documentation on that computer there. Stream. Front page. So this is a bit of an experiment. F0A. I just heard some sort of noise from Windows, and I don't know which computer that was. That image editor was Inkscape. It's the vector graphics editor that I use most of the time. Put that in chat in case I'm clear enough. Yeah, 0A, okay. So I'm gonna try that. No, invalid argument. Unable to find suitable output format for UMAP. Okay. Where'd that go? Oh, UMAP. That would be why. I put a random U in there somehow. Try that again. Okay, now it's going. I'm kind of curious. Like I keep meaning to end the stream once I start doing this. More than 1,000 frames duplicated. I wonder why. It's all the same. Oh wait, no, it's not. Never mind. Because I know this does take a little while, but I'm kind of curious if this is gonna work very well. So see how long this takes here. Because it is normally a rather short stream. Just a quick little show of that visualizer. I think that worked. You can hear from my guinea pig, yeah. This has been kind of an experimental format of a stream for quite a few weeks, so yeah, you're one of my guinea pigs, I guess. In case you're wondering how this is works, the FFmpeg command that I ran here, it's takes the input file of the this is the audio, this is the backing image, that's input 1, this is input 0, and then I also have like a picture of the clock as input 2, and it basically just layers it all on top. So with input, it layers the background, and then it layers a visualizer that's shifted down a little bit, and then it layers the clock on top of that. So if you, with some of my music, that visualizer actually is too tall for the screen, and it goes off the bottom a little bit. But you can even see it peeking out there. I could scale it down, but I like it this way. So yeah, I guess that worked pretty well then. So I'm actually going to update my template to include that, because I have a template of the folders that I copy. Something's in use. I should pull that over here so if I'm showing my process, then I can actually show my process. Video. So this is already created for next week, and I don't need to put it into Blender anymore. I'm happy about that. Elements. I'll just go there. I will put this in de-export. Folder structure, this is the thing that I actually copy. Whoop. There's File Explorer in full screen. Oh, I forgot to actually map the audio. Maps 0A. And then I need to take out that. Nope. I need to take out that. And I need to take out this. The export. I'm sure there'll still be a problem when I do this next week again. There are command line sorry, there are there's like hit film. That was the other main way that I know how to well, kind of know how to do a visualizer, but I don't really know how, and I never really got into hint film. I tried it, but it's not for me. I'm too used to Blender's workflow. I think this is all right. I know I'm gonna have a problem next week when I export from Inkscape. That's Blender. When I export from Inkscape, I changed my keyboard layout there. Because when I press the export button, it's going to put that there. But you know what? I'll just do this right now. Export. Yeah, save that. So now that's saved that into the project file. So when I open this up next week, change the title, change the date and whatnot, go to export. Yeah, okay. So that should all work for next week. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I never really got into the DOS command prompt as much. The Linux command prompt, I actually tend to use quite a bit. Like even at work, we've got these fancy tools where I can change folder permissions. Give me a second. We can change folder permissions with a graphical user interface, and it's like I just go into the command prompt most of the time in chmod. It's just what I'm used to. Oh yeah, okay. It's like what notepads things are open. The way the two are the scene works is it actually reads the text stuff here. It's something that I want to change, but I'm still working on building the system that I want that to run off of. So not yet. Yeah, so that will be the end of the stream. Thanks for coming and chatting, Component. Still learning the Linux command prompt. Oh, nice. I guess that's one way of doing it. And really, I guess I could run Linux command prompt from Windows now. Change my setting back. Yeah, so thanks for coming and chatting. See you around, and have a good life.